But first, we've got to make the bed. Excellent. Brush our teeth. Score. And then put on our gym outfit. Because my name is Mike, otherwise known as It's Me, Mickey T, and I make random videos and put them on the internet, as I've been an aspiring YouTuber for well over half my life at this point. And this channel has been dead, but I'm coming back in a big way. A big way, just like the raindrops that are currently falling outside. However, I thought thank you very much, cardboard box. There's a lot of stuff in the way at the moment, but anyway. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna rest you on there. I don't have a tripod for this because Ashley and I lost the other tripod. Anyway, that's not relevant to what I'm about to say. So there's going to be people coming in kind of from all over the place. There's friends, my real life friends that might end up just seeing me link this on Instagram and click through and just give it a watch. And there's people that are coming in from the gaming channel, and there's people that have kind of followed me just from me being related to Catherine and Catnip, which is a business that I work for part-time. So please forgive me as I'm trying to kind of put everything into one bubble today as a introductory kind of vlog, and later on we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about just a few questions that I've got from all the different spaces. However, I want to go ahead and get started with my day by first transporting all of this, our boxes of saddle covers that have just been sat here for God knows how long, into these. Jesus! Well, there's one done, but I think we needed a lot bigger boxes, if I'm going to be honest. Well, I seem to have gotten stuck, but a certain somebody doesn't want to help. He's just sat staring and watching. Oh yeah, and by the way, he's called Oreo because we named him after Orion, not the biscuit. Just thought that needed some clarification. So it was overflowing a little bit, and I could have put it in this tub, but I kind of wanted to save a tub because underneath here, we've got a bunch more stuff that I would like to kind of store away to just help neaten up this area. So, one more box, and then we're done. And this is the last box of stuff that needs sorting out. However, I'm going to have to leave this for another time because we've only got about half an hour before we need to set off to the gym. I need to take this downstairs and explain what the heck's going on with this room as we eat the box outside. Because I am actually aware that I haven't actually explained what the heck is going on in that room, and I'm going to let this do the talking. Basically, my wife and I run a saddle business. We just want to use it as a way of making our money work for us, if you see what I mean. And it just makes up a very nice small savings pot with the goals of hopefully being able to take that money and put it into bigger and better things to create a better life for our friends, our family, and everything else in between. However, we have recently had a bit of roof damage to our dormer roof. So yeah, we started noticing like these water stains appearing from the ceiling and kind of dripping all the way down the wall. Luckily, we've painted it now and we've decorated in here, and that's why we're trying to get all of this organised so that all of those saddles from downstairs can be brought upstairs, stored behind there, and jobs are good and we can carry on. So it's time to use our brand new scrub daddy. Whoa, there we are. We finally got done with the dishes, but we've come back upstairs because I have a package in the form of a Syndicate original shirt. Because if you're not familiar, Tom Cassell, aka Syndicate, was a gaming YouTuber turned vlogger and has a clothing brand. And I actually discovered Syndicate probably about 6 or 7 months ago. Well, I knew of him from his gaming stuff. But his actual vlogs, I actually only discovered and started watching when he sort of returned almost a year ago to full-time, like, daily vlogging. And I really vibe with his message, his whole sort of mantra of kind of, you know, life is short and you should make the most of it. And I vibe with that. Like, that's 100% my kind of jam. So I bought some shirts a while ago from the business, but unfortunately they are too big for me now as I've been going to the gym and I've lost weight obviously, so I ordered one size smaller, so we'll try it on and see how it fits. Now, I saved you the sort of hairiness of watching me do it live. However, if I just put the phone down on here, it's a little bit on the smaller side. 3XL, I think, was the last size I ordered, and this is just a standard XL. So we've gone down 2 sizes, and you can see my man boobies. But other than that, it is a nice snug fit. But you know, a couple, maybe another week or 2 or 3 at the gym, and we'll be fitting like a glove. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll just go and show the wife. But we're back in the blue shirt because I don't want to ruin that one at the gym, and it was just a tiny bit tight around the old chest. It's a bit of a sore spot for us big people, is the man boobies. But we move on, and the only issue is when I was watching one of Tom's vlogs, he was signing a bunch of the thank you cards, and I ordered a shirt kind of whilst I was watching that vlog in the hopes of getting one of the signed ones, but I did not. But anyway, it's no biggie. I didn't really need it. I just thought it'd be a cool thing to have. I like collecting things. As a parent, buy my graded Evolutions Pokemon cards and my Prime bottles. But I now have to brush and get my socks on because Ashley's just showered up saying it's 12 o'clock, which means we got to get ready for the gym. So I just need some trainer socks. I think they're on the area downstairs. So I've deliberately got in the car without showing you the outside or the interior, just because it's absolutely filthy. But we need to drive to the gym, so it's only like a 2-minute drive, but it's a half-an-hour walk, which I would do if the weather was nice, but sack that, bro. So yeah, let's just drive to the gym. Well, it's 11 minutes past 12, and my PT session is at 15:15, so I gotta get a move on and get upstairs. I also forgot it's the kids' holidays. And there's children everywhere. But yeah, this is the scariest part of the vlog, doing it all in public. New experience, but you get on with these things. But it's leg day today, so let's get to it. Well, I went to go and take the stairs, but after leg day, they're feeling a bit like jelly. Well, that's the PT session in the bag and the gym done. So let's get home, get showered, have some lunch, and then we've got to get to work on our gaming video. It's wet and rainy. Hello. Well, we're going to need some almond milk. Poured out 250. Oh, sugar, I got it everywhere. I got a bit cocky. My bad. We're about there almost. Clean up the mess. PT recommended this, so I tried it, and it's nice. If anybody was wondering, not that anybody is. And with the protein shake smashed, we're going to move on and eat our scrammy eggs. Because the goal for me is to, mostly is to lose weight. It's for fat loss. So the way that I'm doing that is, obviously, I go to the gym 3 times a week, where I have PT twice a week, and then Sunday I kind of do sort of, the PT sessions are more free weights, and then Sundays are kind of like a mix. I do a bit of weights, but mostly cardio, things like the bike, the stepper, all that shenanigans, just to try and build up the cardio and, you know, heart health and all that important stuff that gym people know about that I don't. And then meal-wise, I try to restrict myself to 2,000 calories a day. I basically got that number from a bunch of different online calculators and kind of just got an average and just tried it, and it seemed to work after a couple of weeks, and I started losing weight, so it's working, so I stuck with it. And I just basically document everything on my fitness pal. So for lunch is basically just 2 normal eggs, homegrown from the family chickens, and I'm just gonna nom it all down. But yeah, it's just egg with a bit of salt and pepper, so nothing inherently nice, well, nothing inherently tasty about it. Eggs. Well, that's the scrammy egg demolished, but we'll worry about that later. Because now I'm going to jump in the shower, freshen up, and get ready for a nice recording session. Well, I'll see you on the flip side. Whoa, it's a bit steamy in here, but I'm very quickly going to put some 𝐷𝐷𝐻 soft beard balm on this unruly beard. And now we're looking a bit like Frankenstein. Apply a bit of heat. Is that alright with you? Is that alright with you? He does not look happy in the slightest. But anyway, we're ready and we're going to get on. And I think we're going to do a live stream, I think. Do you want to do a live stream? You want to do a live stream? You want to play games? Want to show people some video games? Look at him. Not happy in the slightest. Alright. There we are, much happier. Well, don't show us your little bum bum. I'm not putting that on camera. Turn on the PC. Yep, that's us ready to go. And ready to go live over on Twitch. And if you're not familiar with what Twitch is, or you've never heard of it, or you might have heard of it but you're not quite sure what it is, it's basically a platform where you can just live stream whatever you want. They have an IRL category, but it's mostly known for its kind of gaming scene. And it's a really good way for sort of connecting with your community, because I am closing in on around about 10,000 subscribers, or well, more 9,000, but you know, I'm aiming for 10,000 over on the gaming channel, and I like to funnel people into my Discord community and the Twitch streams so that I can connect with people and just entertain people, because that's the whole point of these videos and me kind of doing this, is to just spread a smile. Like, if I can just put a smile on one person's face or have a laugh with one single person, then to me, I'd consider that a success. So we're going to go live on Twitch, and we're going to, whilst we're actually live, we also record for the YouTube channel as well. So we're kind of killing two birds with one stone, which is always a good thing. And just like that, we're live. Let's go. Whoa, we've just got done streaming. The chat is popping off, not because I asked them to make it pop off mine, but the chat is absolutely popping off right now. We've just finished. We've been live for 2.5 hours. I think that's bugged though, because my computer does lag, which holds the timer back. So I think I've actually been live. Because the time is now 8 minutes past 6. So we're going to finish up this live stream very soon. Guys are still hyping it up in chat. We got Ying, we got 𝐅𝐨𝐫𝐷𝐻, we got Def, we got so many cool people that come and hang out and just watch us build dwarf stuff. It's insane. So I've come downstairs for a change of scenery because I want to move on to the next part of this video, where I wanted to sit down, even though I'm stood up, but talk about where I've actually been and what's going to happen on this channel moving forward. Now, I was going to go outside and film a segment, but it's windy as heck. And for those that haven't ever watched a vlog on an iPhone before on YouTube, the wind audio through iPhones is absolutely terrible. So I'm not going to go outside, so we're not going to worry about that one. I might just have to try and see if we can figure out a way of clearing some of this mess up for starters, because this is just ridiculous. But also try and see if we can make a makeshift tripod so we can film this next segment. So this is probably one of the most unflattering angles that I could have chose, but unfortunately I don't have my foot on tripod anymore because I don't know where it went, so we're just going to roll with it and see where we end up. So the first and most important thing as to kind of what's going on this channel, because a lot of people will notice that this channel has around about 6,000 subscribers, although we're probably about to lose some. And one of the biggest things is that, for those that have been subscribed to this channel for a long time will know that over a year ago, I really wanted to try and continue this IRL type content, but I didn't know how to approach vlogging properly, and I was kind of getting in my own way and being perfectionist about it. And I also was in like a bit of a rough space where I was not really sure like on the direction to take the channel, because we used to have a van that was converted into a camper that we basically wanted to try and travel around the UK in and kind of film vlogs. Some of you might remember Nimbus, the Harry Potter themed van. In that in mind, I thought I'd do like a return vlog style thing and just kind of finish it out with a bit of piece to camera and just kind of talk to you guys and connect with you guys and just be real, but in a more different manner than just me complaining about things, and instead talking about how good things have been. Because as you've seen, we've literally started this whole journey of kind of like getting into like content creation, doing gaming content, and like growing that business. I've got another little business which is like all the saddles, which you've seen a little bit of in this vlog, and that's just like ticking away and slowly building up in the background. And I'm kind of on this journey to kind of build like my own financial freedom. And obviously YouTube is just another avenue to explore in doing that, because you get paid through ad revenue and like, you know, potential sponsorship deals. But I'm not really sure if the sponsorship thing is kind of my route, but it just seems to be like a more normal thing. I remember a time in YouTube where sponsorships were like, was like the sort of elephant in the room that nobody really wanted to talk about. So yeah, let's finish that up, because I actually passed well, I didn't pass, but I asked the question in my Discord, on my live stream, on my Instagram, which I definitely recommend you go and follow. I'll put a picture hopefully on screen right now for you to go and check it out. And although I'm not really an Instagram person at all, but you should definitely just go and follow it anyway. I'm going to go ahead and take some of the questions that were asked across Instagram, and I'll put them on screen. So on screen right now is Jennifer asking, what's my favourite thing about working at Catnip? And yes, for anybody that hasn't realised, I am vlogging in front of my big window because I want to try and get a bit more comfortable speaking in front of people. And there is in fact people walking past that will probably look up and just see some strange man in a purple shirt talking to his phone. But anyway, I digress, because Jennifer asked this wonderful question of what is my favourite thing about working at Catnip. Now, for those that don't know, Catnip is my sister-in-law's business, Catherine. She also has a travel channel, which I will also put on screen right now. And she sells sort of her own goods and her own sort of like artsy, cute stuff. And it's pretty, it's pretty big stuff. There's a lot of people that like Catnip stuff. And there's so much to kind of unpack with what I like about working at Catnip that it's entirely own video on its own, to be truthful. And I'm not trying to like be cliche about it, but there is quite a lot that I like about there. But the two main things that I could probably take away from it is the freedom. Obviously, I'm not working, I'm working for Catherine, but she doesn't treat it like it's a job where she's the boss. She treats it like a team, and she treats everybody that's ever worked there with like a good amount of respect. But the other big thing about working there is the freedom to just do what I want. And if I wanted to take a week off, then I would just have said, Dean, Catherine, I'm taking the week off, and they'd be absolutely fine with it. As it is, I don't take a lot of sick days anyway, so I don't really take a lot of time off, if I'm going to be that honest. But yeah, there's so much about working there. The other thing that I think is a big takeaway is the joy that we put on people's face. And I've seen so many videos and reactions of people opening Catnip stuff, and they're just like over the moon with it. They smile, they laugh, they giggle, they're just, you know, they're smitten with the things that they've bought. They love it. And it's everything about Catnip, from the sort of vibe and the spreading smiles, that I just absolutely love. And that's why I still work there, because I've always said to Dean and Catherine publicly, well, not so publicly, but behind closed doors, that I will work there for as long as I possibly can, because of that one aspect of the fact that we get to spread so much happiness to everybody whenever they buy the products. And we've spread so far, and there's been so many people that I've met because of working at Catnip, and it's just been awesome. The problem with the lighting and the way that our house faces is I can't find good lighting anywhere in this house because of the way that the sun is and the fact that it's such a dark and gloomy day. So I'm basically just jumping around the house now just to try and keep each shot interesting. But this legend on screen, Kasim, said, what's it like being a full-time legend? And quite honestly, I have no idea what it's like, because I am not a living legend. But the people that are the friends that leave comments like this. So big shout out to Q, as we like to call him, and all of my other friends from university, absolute legends, and they have definitely helped shape the guy that I have become in recent years. A lot of my confidence and a lot of it has just come from these guys being absolute legends, leaving comments like this, supporting everything I do. I don't even know if they're going to watch this, but if they do, then yeah, honestly, so much love to every one of you guys, Cassim, Junaid, and Tom. Absolute legend. Transition. Now I'm in the saddle room because Chloe has left a double barrel question, which I thought was quite interesting to include in this vlog, asking, would I ever consider selling my own products, and general advice for starting a YouTube channel. And these are both great questions because they both tie into a lot of the premise that I'm going to pour into these vlogs moving forward. So the first question is about starting a YouTube channel is not to listen to people like me, because although I have got a growing following in the gaming space, and I've obviously had a small following in the kind of vlog space, that's in the sort of educational space that's kind of blown up in recent times. Truthfully, I am not the person to listen to when it comes to sort of YouTube advice, but I will try, because ultimately the idea, and I've just spoken about this on the live stream, is it's about passion, and it's about having a message and a purpose. And the reason why this is important, I don't want to get super cliche and kind of like soppy about it, but I have to be real in that you've got to have a genuine desire to want to spread a message or a concept with your videos, because it's going to take a long time, and it's going to be something that you're going to have to work at for multiple years. So if you are wanting to start a YouTube channel and you're wanting to kind of, you know, maybe you've looked at this. I know a few people might look at this and think, Jesus, if Mike can put his big, ugly man boobies on YouTube, then I can do whatever the heck I want. Yes, you can. But the ultimate truth is you just got to get started. You just got to do what I did today. You just got to pick up your phone, start recording stuff and thinking about the sequence of events, and then stitch them together and realize that this is not going to be perfect. This whole vlog is not going to be perfect, but it's the best part, like, sort of advice I can give on that. And as for the products that I want to sell, obviously we've got these saddles that we do buy and sell and sort of refurbish. But to answer this, I bring you back into my setup, where you can see this gaming desk pad that I use for my setup. And this is kind of a concept that I've been working on for a while. Is I would love to sell a range of like gaming desk pads that are all like fantasy themed and suited for both, like, you know, like basically make them like as gender neutral as possible, but just make them all like muted colors and just really nice and like flowy, and, you know, do some elven designs and some dwarven designs. So I actually apologized to my live stream earlier when I was telling them about this vlog, because it is so rough and ready around the edges. I am so sorry. I haven't got a proper tripod, so I'm resting you up against a set of books right now to finish off and close this vlog, because the last question coming in from Celestial, who is a very good friend and a moderator over on the live streams and in the gaming content side of things, and she basically asks what the goal is for moving forward with content creation and streaming. And it's a good way to kind of wrap up the video and to tie things out, because I've had a long time to think about kind of the goals and, you know, what I've wanted to get out of life. And, you know, once upon a time, it was very much like one of those mindsets that every entrepreneur falls, you know, trap of when they kind of start working for themselves. I have acquired a cat. You alright, buddy? You want to go down? So yeah, truth of the matter is, I don't know what the future holds. Like, I would say that I have a goal of wanting to achieve 100,000 subscribers on one of these channels in the future. I don't particularly have a goal in mind, like a date of when I want to achieve this, because the one thing that you cannot do when you get into content creation and business is try and predict when things are going to happen, because it's just not going to work. Things always come along that you don't expect. They throw a spanner in the works, and this is literally what happened to us last year. We just hit spanner after spanner, and we had so many setbacks last year that I'm surprised that I even came back at all, because I was pushed so far back. with everything that went on in our life, like both personally and kind of what I shared online in terms of the van and everything. So yeah, thanks for the question, Celestial. Realistically, the goal is to just keep sharing and building up a community and sharing my journey in life, and just trying to document this journey of trying to build my own dream life. Really, that's all I want to do. I want to build a dream life where, you know, I get to travel and share those adventures with you guys. I get to, you know, look after my wife who's got rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia, and it's why she might not be on the vlogs a whole lot, because when somebody's feeling ill, you don't go and shove a camera in the face. So realistically, I just want to build a life where, you know, we have a nice house, we have some kids, and it's you know, we live in our dream house. What that dream house looks like at this moment in time might completely change, to be truthful with you, but we'll see where we are in a year from now. You know, but am I still vlogging? I don't know. If I am, future Mike, hello. If not, old Mike, why did you do it to yourself? But yeah, for now, all I can just ask is that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you've enjoyed today's video, then hit the like button. I know that it's been super rough and super ready. But other than that, I will see you guys on the flip side in the next vlog when it comes out. Hopefully next Thursday. And we'll try and maintain that schedule. But I hope that answered all your questions. Thank you so much for tuning in to this vlog. And I hope you guys have had a wonderful week. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend coming up if you're watching this on the day that the vlog goes out. Otherwise, I've been Mike, also known as It's Me, Mickey T. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't know what the finger guns are, but...